Hello and welcome to the 2020 Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Wharton County Office Interpretation Luncheon for you, our Wharton County Commissioners Court. This walking in, you can tell this is a interpretation luncheon that it doesn't look like the previous years. We don't have the Leadership Advisory Board here to welcome you, but we have to do things a little different. That's something in 2020. All plans have been subject to change, and when planning this very event over the last month, we've had to change the plans in different ways. Our current extension guidelines won't allow us to have any face-to-face meetings right now, and that was imposed just a week ago. Prior to Thanksgiving, we were downgraded to where we could have groups of 10 people, and prior to that, we could have group meetings to 75% room capacity. So planning is just a moving target in 2020. However, all plans continue to come through in some way or another. A lot of events have been transferred to virtual, such as today's interpretation luncheon. I hope you enjoy your meal, your chili provided by Mr. Julian Reyna, and also enjoy a video put together by your Wharton County Extension agents with a little snapshot of what we did accomplish this year. Again, a lot of things moved to a virtual format. Others we were able to accomplish in-person, face-to-face meetings prior to the pandemic with many of the rice conferences, grain handlers conferences, grain and cotton production conference. We enjoyed that prior to the pandemic. However, we're now trying to plan those events for 2021 is a bit of a challenge, and again, we've experienced those plans that have all been changed multiple times, but still the mission stands that we're here to provide education for the citizens of Wharton County, again in a little different format in 2020 and going into 2021. But we want to use this time and take this time to say thank you to our Wharton County Commissioners Court, that we appreciate your support, and we certainly appreciate the gesture of the addition in the 2021 budget for adding the Christmas bonus to our 3 county extension agent staff members that are on the budget. I did want to mention that. I say thank you very much. And now enjoy a little segment from each of our agents on the accomplishments in educational programs held in 2020 here in Wharton County. And if I don't get a chance to see you, Merry Christmas.
Hello, my name is Dustin Adair, and I am a District 11 Disaster Assessment and Recovery Agent. My areas of responsibility include Wharton, Matagorda, Jackson, Lavaca, DeWitt, Victoria, and Calhoun. And I was asked to talk to y'all a little bit about my department and what it is we do. The DAR program was born out of a demonstrated community need during Hurricane Harvey and the Ag Agent's proven ability to help during such crises. The DAR program consists of 19 agents across Texas with a dedicated full-time representative at the State Operations Center. We have access to 226 specialists and comprise 12 strike teams across the state, allowing us to respond anywhere in Texas within a matter of hours. We have 4 main areas of focus, the first of which is community risk assessment. We strive to have workshops and educational opportunities for our community members so that they can better prepare themselves and those around them for any disasters that may head their way. Our goal is to improve the reaction time of communities and the recovery times so that they get back on their feet quicker. We also partner with Combined Arms, which is a veterans organization, in order to help our veterans recover and come off of active duty and emerge into civilian life as quick and as effectively as possible. Our second area of responsibility is mental health first aid. Mental health has been agitated by the COVID-19 crisis, and as such, we are focusing on helping to alleviate that kind of an issue. We have 65 certified instructors in youth or adult mental health first aid, and in 2020 we trained 1,850 participants in South Texas. Our third area of responsibility is flood and stormwater mitigation. We partner with GIFT, or Green Infrastructure for Texas, which is a member of the Texas Community Watershed Program, and GIFT hosts workdays, 59 of which were done in 2020, where they had notable projects such as at the Houston Botanic Gardens, where they planted 25,000 wetland plants, and they turned a former golf course into a 200-acre nature park and stormwater detention facility. Our fourth area of responsibility is damage assessments. We work with Texas Department of Emergency Management and FEMA in order to use apps such as Survey 123, both on our end and educating our community members how to use the app as well. This allows for quicker, more accurate reporting, and this in turn allows FEMA to dedicate their resources more effectively and accurately, allowing for a quicker recovery overall. We also take into account crop losses, livestock losses, and effects on agricultural infrastructure. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we have served mostly in a support role. For personal protective equipment, we've made 7,605 deliveries, consisting of 17,708 pallets. We have also reached out to 7,646 child care facilities and supported the election, including 56,840 polling workers at 8,079 polling locations across the state. If you'd like to know more about the Disaster Assessment Recovery Agent program, please feel free to reach out to myself, or feel free to visit the Texas Extension Disaster Network, or EDEN, website at texashelp.tamu.edu, or Resilient Texas at agrilife.org/Resilient Texas. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Hello, my name is Laura Reyna, and I am your Wharton County 4-H agent. This year, just as everyone else, our 4-H program has experienced many ups and downs, but we continue to make the best of it. The start of 2020, we had many 4-H members participate in the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo and the San Antonio Livestock Show. Our members did an excellent job and represented us well. When COVID-19 put a halt to our 4-H programs, we didn't let that stop us. We looked for many opportunities to provide educational opportunities, learning experiences, and just some fun for our 4-H members, whether that be creating videos about projects or videos about opportunities that are available to our 4-H members, to creating coloring pages for our little kids, to holding contests via Facebook, and creating content for the entire District 11 4-H program. With the cancellation of the Wharton County Youth Fair, I thought it was important to do something for our members. We came up with the Wharton County Youth Fair Exhibitor Showcase. This was an opportunity for 4-H and FFA members to submit a picture and a description about their project and what they loved about the Wharton County Youth Fair. Our community came together and provided prizes for those youth. We had over 120 kids participate in our showcase and over 70 prizes given out to those members. It was just an opportunity to provide a little happiness during that time. With the start of the new school year came the start of a 4-H year, and we were looking forward to our 4-H clubs being able to meet again and for all those opportunities that came with the start of a new 4-H year. Of course, we had many guidelines to follow, but our clubs did well and continued to meet and social distance. We held social distance meetings at County Council here at the Extension office. So the kids were really excited to get back in the swing of things, and with the fall comes our County Food Show and Food Challenge contest. That contest is one of our contests that has many 4-H members participate in it. So my co-worker Lori and I knew that we had to provide an opportunity that was not only a great one, but a safe one. I'm happy to say that we provided a very safe contest over 2 days for 71 4-H members. They were excited to get out there and showcase their food show dishes or showcase their teamwork on the food challenge contest, and we were excited to provide that for them. At the end of July, I had the opportunity to work at the Southeast Texas Regional Advisory Council warehouse in Houston, where I input over 1,000 star requests over the week and helped assist in putting together pack types for those individuals who were coming to pick up PPE from the Set Rack warehouse. It was a very eye-opening experience, but was also beneficial in knowing that I was part of that PPE distribution process, and that extension played such a huge part in that. With the close of the year, we can reflect on all the things that have happened in 2020, but I told our kids that it's important to look back and what did we learn, what did we take away, and what can we use in the future to better ourselves from all of these experiences. We continually strive to have one of the best programs and to offer opportunities and ensure that our kids are continually successful in all that we do. We couldn't do that without the support of our Commissioner's Court, all of Wharton County. So thank you. Thank you for all that you do for us, and thank you for your support of our program, and thank you most importantly for your support of our kiddos. We couldn't do it without you, and we appreciate you.
Hi, my name is Michelle Zahn, and I'm a member of the Leadership Advisory Board, and am currently the 4-H Parent Adult Leaders Association Treasurer. Since you're watching me on video, you know 2020 has been a year of many challenges that we're having to overcome. 4-H has been no exception. We've had cancellations of many of our big events. Last year's state event was canceled, which was a big disappointment to all of the youth and us adults as well. And this year, several of our events are being postponed, or the way we are doing them is drastically changed, so we're having to get used to new ways. Through 4-H, you know, we've been working really hard to make sure that the kids still get everything that they need. We've learned how to Zoom virtual meetings instead of in-person meetings. We have also done videos to post that help the kids learn how to do different projects, since we can't be with them in person for various different camps that we normally do throughout the year. One of the things we're learning is the kids have learned how to make the face masks that has become, unfortunately, a large part of our lives. We've done a lot of this through like YouTube videos, Zoom videos, etc. And these have been donated to family, friends, and different organizations throughout our area and elsewhere. I just want to say thank you for everything that you're doing. Thank you for supporting the 4-H program. Thank you for all the continuous support in taking care of our county and keeping us safe through this awful pandemic. Can't wait till next year, when hopefully we will all be there in person and getting to chat and have a good time. Have a Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lori Schindler. I'm the Wharton County Family Community Health Agent, and being in health means right now that everybody that's forefront in everybody's mind right now is health, because of the COVID-19 pandemic. So of course I've been answering a lot of questions on COVID itself and wearing masks and all those kinds of things. Also this year I've been able to get some things accomplished in light of all the difficulties that we face with being able to meet in person and not meet in person and everything that's been going on. I was able to certify 138 food handler safety participants, so that was really good for our food safety here in Wharton County. I did 5 food protection manager certifications. That number's a little bit low because that requires us to do this in person. We can't do that virtually because of the ServSafe testing that goes along with it that has to be proctored. And so there's been some difficulty with that. I was supposed to do 24 El Campo high school kids this week, and that's not going to happen. So we're hoping in March we'll be able to pick that back up. Last year the Rice Clinic went off. We had 17 committee members put on a really wonderful program along with 4 county agents, and we had about 65 participants that learned about rice and how to cook rice in an Instapot. So we actually introduced a little bit of new technology. The family community health agents all across Texas have been involved in many aspects of this pandemic. We've been doing some contact tracing. I spent 4 months doing contact tracing and racked up 188 hours of contact tracing time. I also completed a combined arms training, which is for veterans. If we happen to have a veteran come in looking for resources that they might need, I can help them with an app that has been made available for veterans to find resources that they so badly need. We've been trying to bring our programs virtual, so we've been working in teams, in groups of agents across all across District 11 and across the state to bring our programs virtually. So I assisted with Masters of Memory. We did a 6-week program and reached about 100 seniors in that. I've been working with Focus Fridays. I did a segment on hurricane preparedness and then a segment on flood insurance. A lot of the things that people don't know about flood insurance. I've helped with the December to Remember interactive calendar You can see me on December 15th. My video will be released on December 15th on the District 11 Facebook page and also the Wharton County Facebook page if you want to look at that. And I've also been trained for the Binax COVID testing. This is the testing that has gone to the schools, and I can go in and actually administer the test, or I can do the paperwork that follows with the test on the app that's available with that as well. So I've been trained in that as well. So we're able to assist with that if the school districts in Wharton County decided to do the Binax testing. So as you can see, we've had a lot going on. Even though it's been different, it's still been busy, and I've really enjoyed the new challenges, and the changes that have happened have been interesting. But we're finding ways to work together and make everything work out great. And I would like to thank the commissioners and the judge and everybody for their support. It always helps to know that we have a really good support base behind us.
Greetings everyone, my name is Kashar Bell, your Wharton County Family and Community Health Agent from Prairie View A&M Cooperative Extension Program. Sorry I could not be with you guys today. I will be graduating from Lamar University with a Master's in Criminal Justice. I would like to discuss some of my areas, but for the sake of this video, I will only go over 2 of my 5 areas. The first plan that I would like to highlight is my childhood obesity and nutrition plan. Because of COVID, some of our programs had to change, not stop but change. Every year I partner with the Wharton County Library System and Walmart to put on a series of programs that last from anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Because of COVID, we could not do all of our programming in person, so I created a YouTube portal. And in this YouTube portal, there is a list of programs and activities so that students can follow along. I will show you how this looks.
So here's our YouTube channel, and on here we have a list of activities that they can click on. Each week it was something new, and they was able to pick up the supplies at the library.
Because of that portal and our efforts to create the follow-along bags, we were able to reach over 754 patrons in the community. I couldn't have done this without the Walmart Foundation, Wharton County Library System, and of course my committee. Thank you everyone and good job. The next program that I would like to highlight is our Scare Away the Germ event. I actually partnered with an agency called Communities in School. We were able to come together and create a goodie bag for all of the students in Wharton County. We were able to pass out over 1,300 bags filled with toothbrushes, books, hand sanitizer, pencils, erasers, all things the kids would like. And we went to each school and passed them out. Here's a video of what that looks like. This Scare Away the Germ event was the biggest event I had ever put on, but it turned out so great that we will make that an annual program here in Wharton County. This year has been very different, but we made it through, and I learned so many new things and picked up so many new trades. I want you to have a Merry Christmas, and I look forward to next year. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Donna McKeska, and I'm proud to sit on the board for the Wharton County Extension Office. And I think these guys have done a great job this year under the circumstances. changing their events to virtual and Zoom and sending out information. And I just wanted to say how important County Extension Office is. They are a great resource to a lot of people in the community, and from a healthcare status, they are a great partner in a lot of events that we can do. However, we've not been able to do those because of COVID this year, but I know we'll come back strong again when this is over with. But kudos to the Extension Office. I think they do a fantastic job, and we are very proud of them, and we are proud to sit on their board and help them in any way that we can. Thank you, and y'all have a great day.
Howdy, I'm Kate Crumley. I'm the Integrated Pest Management Agent for Wharton, Jackson, and Matagorda counties. This year, we scouted just over 2,000 acres. I had 2 guys working for me, covering all 3 of our counties. We ran moth traps this year and did pyrethroid testing on our moth populations. Those are cotton bollworm and corn earworm moths. We do still have pyrethroid resistance issues, and we still are having issues with our BT resistance, so that was one of the reasons that we were monitoring those. In addition to that, we also had 4 field trials across all 3 counties, and 3 of those were for companies, and 1 of those was a research plot. I also gave 2 Master Gardener presentations during the year, and we'll have 1 more coming up. We didn't have any library programs this year due to COVID, but I'll be looking forward to doing that again next year. And I'm also, from the scouting reports that we did every week during the summer, I'll be putting together heat maps for the insect populations across each field. I'll also be putting together an estimated costs and returns per acre form for our growers to use and for us to adjust our economic thresholds for our insect populations in this area. This will be something that's specific to this Tri-County area and will be useful for our growers in the future.
Now let's take a look at our Ag and Natural Resources programming conducted in 2020 here in Wharton County. From January to March, we were lucky. We escaped the impacts of COVID-19. All these largely attended programs. We have no fewer than 115 at any of these large programs held in the winter months. This is when farmers have time to attend. But we were lucky. We escaped COVID-19 and we were able to get those behind us. So we saw very little, no impact at all at these programs because the shutdowns didn't begin until March or April. Our RISE conference, we went in with a goal of we wanted to educate our farmers on the conservation programs such as the RCPP, the collaborated project with Ducks Unlimited and USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service, just to name one of them. We had 30% of the respondents indicated that they gained information about those conservation programs. 23% already participate in those programs. And then we also incorporated the USDA Natural Resource Conservation Service local working group meeting at the end of the RISE conference. And by doing so, we increased annual attendance at that local working group meeting by 320%. The Feed Grain and Cotton Conference was also a success. One goal in our programming that the Texas Community Futures Forum identified last year was that more information, more education is needed on commodity marketing. Well, we learned this year at the Grain and Cotton Conference was that farmers intend to adopt the practice of hedging commodities with futures and options to the tune of 52%. 19% of our farmers already practice this of hedging their commodities in the futures market and options market. And 4% just have no intention of doing so, and they'll continue to just sell their crops at hit prices. Now, when we got into COVID-19 in late March and into April, we were in the field. We're planting our variety trials, our corn, cotton, soybean, and even this year continued to work with CS Nutrients and looked at a chicken pit manure application rate, looking at 2, 3, and 4 tons per acre, and gathered data on that. And also the wheat and canola trial was harvested in early May. Now going into June, we were hopeful, but did not get to have the Rice Research Field Day held as a face-to-face meeting in Eagle Lake. nor in Beaumont, so plans went forward to have the meeting virtually. We had 112 people register for the event, but only 64 attended. Of course, this is during crop season. Those kind of things are expected, but that is expected. You do see lower attendance at some of these virtual meetings, but the show did go on. Speaking of show going on, was ending my 16th year working with the Vocational Ag Teachers Association of Texas, where I facilitate their pesticide workshops. This year was no different, other than the program was held virtually right here from my office in Wharton instead of traveling to Waco. But I reached 36 ag teachers, and it was enjoyed by all and very effective, and had some good comments on the topics. October 6th and 7th, we were very fortunate to work with the Texas A&M vet team. They met with 12 members of our Animal Issues Committee. This is the first time we have gotten together since Hurricane Harvey, but this is an opportunity to look at our plans, look at maybe what we could have done better during Harvey and what we will do better in the future. This program will continue into 2021, but it's very cool to work with the vet team, with people who've been there in the animals disaster just as we have. We got to share stories and experiences, and everybody learns something, but it will make our response stronger in the future. Now, plans moving forward with COVID-19. Currently, AgriLife Extension guidelines prohibit any face-to-face programming in counties where we have increasing rates of COVID-19 infections. So we cannot have any face-to-face meetings up till December 23rd, and then it'll be reevaluated, and we'll see what guidelines we're under at that time. But due to the timeline and the RISE conference coming up January 20th, we just need more time to plan. And we have over 300 people attend the RISE conference, and we have to go ahead and plan virtually. We can't just wait till after New Year's to hear a decision or see what our new guidelines are going to be. So moving forward, the RISE conference and all these other winter programs will be held virtually.